If you've ever wondered what happens when raw authority walks into a courtroom expecting immunity, this case is your answer. Chief Holloway steps in wearing his full dress uniform, medals flashing like warning lights, badge shining, posture rigid as if the entire room exists to salute him. The gallery shifts instantly. Not because he looks impressive, but because he looks entitled. Cap still on his head, jaw tight, eyes scanning the courtroom like it's beneath him. And beside him stands attorney Richard Sterling, sharp suit, expensive briefcase, the look of a man used to getting his clients out of trouble. But today, they're walking into a courtroom where none of that matters. Judge Frank Caprio looks up from the bench, calm but laser-focused. For more than 30 years, he's seen every type of defendant, broken, arrogant, remorseful, manipulative, and he reads people like open files. And the moment he looks at Holloway, the temperature in the room shifts. The chief isn't here respectfully. He isn't humbled. He's irritated. His uniform sits on him like armor, a silent message that he's used to being the highest authority in any room. But Caprio's courtroom is different. It's the one place where rank, badges, and political clout don't walk in with you. Only honesty does. And Holloway has brought everything except that. Then it happens, the moment that freezes the entire room. Judge Caprio slowly sets down his glasses, and every regular in that courtroom knows the meaning of that gesture. His voice stays soft, almost gentle, but the weight behind it tilts the whole room. He reminds Holloway that respect isn't optional here, that no uniform outranks the bench, and that in this courtroom, everyone stands equal before the law. For the first time, the chief's expression cracks, the confidence, the ego, the shield of authority slipping in real time. And in that breath of silence, everyone realizes this isn't a routine hearing. It's a reckoning, the moment power meets accountability, and the law stands taller than the man trying to outrun it. Before the chief can even open his mouth, Judge Caprio leans forward with that calm, warning stare that has humbled thousands before Holloway. He asks a single question, simple, direct, impossible to dodge. Chief, do you believe the law applies to you the same way it applies to everyone else? The room goes still. Sterling shifts uncomfortably, already sensing the trap hidden beneath the judge's gentle tone. Because everyone knows the truth, this question isn't about the fine, or the violation, or the paperwork. It's about character, about integrity, about whether a man who enforces the law every day actually respects it when he's the one under the microscope. And in that split second of hesitation, the entire courtroom realizes something brutal. Holloway came prepared for a legal battle, but not for the one thing Judge Caprio demands above all: accountability. As the courtroom holds its breath, Holloway finally straightens his posture, trying to rebuild the authority that's slipping through his fingers. His medals glint under the fluorescent lights, but for the first time, they don't look impressive. They look heavy, almost burdensome. He opens his mouth, searching for the right words, the kind that used to silence entire rooms or snap subordinates into formation. But here, in Judge Caprio's courtroom, those words suddenly feel flimsy and out of place. Your Honor, with all due respect, he begins, but the judge raises a single hand, not rudely, but with the quiet firmness of someone who has spent a lifetime teaching men exactly like Holloway the difference between authority and accountability. The room goes still again. Even the officers standing by the wall shift slightly, sensing what's coming. Caprio speaks softly, yet every syllable cuts through the silence. Chief, respect isn't something you start saying when you're cornered. It's something you show the moment you enter this courtroom. The chief blinks, once, twice, caught off guard, as if no one has spoken to him like this in years. Richard Sterling leans forward, whispering urgently, but Holloway barely hears him. His eyes stay locked on the judge, and for a moment, something unfamiliar flickers across his face. Vulnerability. Not fear. Not guilt. Something deeper. The realization that for the first time in a long time, he is not the man with the final say. Caprio continues, voice steady, patient, almost fatherly. When a leader forgets that the law applies to him too, he stops being a leader. He becomes a problem. A ripple moves through the gallery. Quiet gasps, shifting seats, the raw electricity of watching power being dismantled, not with shouting or theatrics, but with truth. Holloway's jaw tightens. His hands clench. For 30 years, he has walked into rooms expecting deference. But here, he is learning the lesson every great leader eventually faces. The law doesn't care about badges, ranks, or how many medals you've earned. It only cares about the truth. And right now, the truth is standing in front of Judge Caprio wearing uniform that suddenly feels 10 sizes too small. The chief swallows hard. For once, he has no script, no authority to hide behind. Only the moment and the consequences he can no longer outrun.